Hi, this is Steve Garland, head wrestling coach at the University of Virginia, giving my weekly Virginia Wrestling video newsletter. I'd like to start off with just an update of our past weekend's matches. We had a double weekend, two competitions because of the snowstorm that happened a while back. We ended up having to reschedule Duke, and so we wrestled Duke and Chapel Hill back-to-back. Wrestled Duke on Friday night. First of all, thank you so much to everybody who was there. The crowd was fantastic once again. There was a Cavalier Wrestling Club event, youth event beforehand, which thank you all for supporting that as well. That was really neat to see all those little kids out there. I think there was 4 teams, matches going on like crazy. We had a bunch of our guys helping, just volunteering their time and helping out there. And it was a really cool community service thing. It was a really cool thing for the kids and cool thing for the parents. And appreciated those of you who stuck around because it really helped with the crowd, and the crowd was exciting. It was another good night in Mem Gym. So the dual meet itself started off really well. We finally got Nick Herman back in the lineup, and Nick Herman just scored a lot of points, looked really good doing it, created offense. We were very excited about the way he competed. He ended up getting bonus points right off the bat. The Duke 33-pounder was injured, so they ended up forfeiting at 33, so we got 6 points there. One of the big matches of the night, the positive to highlight, was Andrew Atkinson, who lost to that young man from Duke last year, just a year ago, and came back and almost got bonus points for us at that weight. Wrestled really well for most of the match and broke out to a 6-0 lead. Just really excited about his. You guys have heard a lot about Andrew the last month, and he just another step up in his game, and I'll get more to him in the Chapel Hill match as well. At 65 was kind of crazy. We had Fox Baldwin that we brought down from 74 to 165. He was wrestling a young man named Faust from Duke, who's ranked as high as 12th in the country this year. He's been highly nationally ranked student athlete all year long. Fox was beating him, ended up reversing him, taking him down, slapped a cradle on him, had him on his back. Sold out trying to get the pin, didn't get the pin, and then the wheels came off. I think he kind of freaked out a little bit when he didn't get the fall. He ends up losing the match there, and that was hard, and it's going to be a really good lesson for him moving forward because Fox has been in a million matches. He's wrestled, hundreds and hundreds of matches. So for him, what he's experienced now as a first-year wrestler here is that grind and that sort of that stress and dealing with that as it comes along. And so, unfortunately, in life, sometimes the hardest lessons you learn are in the pit. Sometimes the most important lessons you learn are the ones that hurt the most. And so he was hurting afterwards, and it's something that he's going to respond to. I'm confident that's something that he's gonna really let sink in, and he's gonna do something about it moving forward. And so, even though it was good and bad. It was bad to see that happen because he had a chance to beat a ranked guy. It was good in that these lessons have to happen in terms of a young man's development. I really believe that. I've said that a million times, whether it be this setting or whether it be speeches I give across the country, is that the most I've learned in my life, the biggest learning lessons, learning opportunities in my life, it was when I was stretched, when I was hurting, when I felt like perceived failure had happened, and all these things had helped me become the man I am today. And so the goal is for him, the next time he's in that stressful situation, because he has gone through this beforehand, he's going to be better off on the back end of that. 174, Tyler Askey looked great. He won. 184, we won with Will Shaney. That was one of the matches that we thought was a really big win for the dual meet against a 2-time national qualifier. So that was a big win for Will Shaney at 184. 197 was the match of the night for sure. Zach Nye wrestled number 3 ranked guy in the country, 2-time All-American. Amazing bout. I love that kid from Duke. I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. I think he's a great kid. They got a great one there, and him and Zach put on a show. Zach was in on 2 beautiful shots at the end of the match, and the young man from Duke just fought and didn't let it happen. And Zach, with about 5 seconds left, right at the end, almost got it, and they ended up scrambling around and didn't get it, and so Zach ended up losing by a point 4-3. But it was a phenomenal match, and Zach hit some really good stuff, especially late in that match. And so that was an exciting bout. Got the crowd on its feet, and then Pat Gillen finished it off with a win at heavyweight. The next day at Chapel Hill was really tough one because Chapel Hill's been ranked as high as 11th. I think they were ranked 14th coming into the match. We knew we matched up well against them, and I'll tell you, we were in a position to win that duel. If I'll get to that more in a second, but it hurts because we had a chance at that one and we let it get away, and 125 right off the bat, we got bonus points from Nick Herman, 6-point fall, and it was awesome the way he made that happen. He just found a way to get that bonus point victory for us. Then George DiCamillo got a fall as well, so we were up 12-0. We really felt like we had a lot of good things going and a lot of great momentum, and then we ran into 2 of their buzzsaws, 2 top 10 guys in a row at 41 and 49, and we gave up bonus points, and that hurt and got them back in the match. But then We were able to, at 157, this is what I say, get back to Andrew Atkinson. Andrew Atkinson lost to that young man a month ago, the young man Henderson from Chapel Hill. Comes back, not only does he beat him, he major decisions him and really made a statement and just wrestled so tough. And we're just so proud of his development this year. And he's always been a tough kid with a great heart, but his wrestling's gotten better. And so that's just really a good feeling as a coach. At 165, in 74, they had two more very highly nationally ranked guys, including their 74-pounder, who I believe is ranked second. So it was, we gave up bonus there, and 84 was the match that we felt like got away from us. Felt like we were really in that fight, and Will just made a couple silly mistakes, ended up getting away from him, and we give up bonus points there, and it gets down to 197, where we thought we'd get back on track. Zach Nye's winning the entire match. Gave up a reversal with 2 seconds left in the period, and then gave up a takedown with literally 5 seconds left in the match when he was winning the whole time. It was again those great lessons that you learn in and through setback and in and through pain. He had the match in hand. He stopped the way he was wrestling with 15 seconds left, and he just made a mistake. And he hasn't made a mistake like that in a long time. He's going to definitely learn from it. Trust me. And so that was the bout. We ended up winning at heavyweight by bonus points. And so if Nye wins and we don't give up bonus somewhere else, we tie and we win on criteria. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, it didn't happen. We didn't deserve it to happen because we didn't make it happen. And so the bottom line is our team is in a place where we are in a good place of humility. We're in a good place of work. We're in a good place of focus. We're in a good place of a burning desire to not let this happen anymore, and get these wins going and get our program where we want it to be. So practices have been fantastic. I think people probably think I'm full of baloney when I say that, but the training has been great. The focus has been great. The attitude of our kids have been great. I'm just really, I talked at my church this past Sunday on sort of what I'm learning in and through the setbacks we've had recently, and what I want them to learn, and what I'm trying to get constantly across them is don't fixate on the outcome. Fixate on who you're becoming in the process of trying to achieve that outcome. Basically, who are you going to be by the end of this season? And I do think some of that stuff's getting through, and it's exciting. I think that you're going to see a different Zach Nye at the end of the year. I think you're going to see a different Georgie, a different Atkinson. I think these other guys, I think you're going to see a different Fox, different Garrett, different all these guys. And so, obviously it hurts to lose. We haven't felt this in a while. And the ACC conference is absolutely no joke. It's every single team is highly ranked, and including us, we're ranked. And so it's a battle. And in every match, it seems like every weekend we're getting heat. And so that can't be a bad thing. And it can't be a bad thing. And so what that means now is we got another nationally ranked opponent this weekend in the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. I'm really close with their head coach, Heath Esslinger. We do ministry things together in our free time. I have the utmost respect for him and his program. I know his kids are going to come in here and fight for everything. So we got to be ready to rock. And it's at home. It's senior night. Please, 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 for anybody who's thinking about coming, waffling, are you going to go or not going to go, come. Come honor these guys. These guys have given the last 4 or 5 years of their life to this program. It's always a special night, senior night. We want to pack this place to send them off right, our last home duel of the season. And so we're just asking everybody with a heartbeat to be out there rooting for us and pulling for us because we need you. And we want to finish this season off in the Virginia way. So thank you guys so much for all your support thus far, and we'll see you soon.